Okay, for this little floral in a vase, we're gonna start off with the vase. And I'm gonna use a Cali Art marker. It's a B201. It's kind of a watery, very, very pastel blue. I'm just gonna draw in this vase. I'll try to get the sides as straight as possible. And then what I'm going to do is put a paper towel below it and get this side a little bit better. Okay. I'm going to put a paper towel down, and then I'm going to just run a bead of 99% alcohol down it. Like this. I'm just gonna wipe a little. I'm gonna add a little interest to this by creating a little bit of texture. Now for the flowers, I'm going to use a lot of different colors, and then this bulb blower from Ranger. First starting with, what color is this? Fiesta. And I'll add a little alcohol to it, and then I'm going to just gently start using this bulb blower to blow this around just a little. It kind of looks like a little bud that hasn't quite opened yet. I actually kind of like that. And I'm using this just because I feel like I can control the volume of air that comes out a little bit better than like canned air or a compressor. And then you can make these nice little ridges here too. Okay, we'll leave that. And then let's do sailboat blue. And I'm gonna just try to do a bunch of different kinds of flowers, and I'm just gonna blow directly down. Spread it out this way. Now circular. I'm gonna let this dry just a little. I want it to go off the page here a bit. I think I'm gonna want this one to look a little more like a dahlia or chrysanthemum, something multi-petaled. Okay, so while that dries, I will use a little Meadow here. And create a little bit of a leaf. Something really, really loose. Okay, that's created something very interesting too here. Let's just add some alcohol along the edges here and see what happens. The great thing about alcohol inks is that whatever you put down sometimes morphs into something completely different. It almost looks like a, probably because of the color, it looks like a begonia, or not a begonia, I can't remember, it's a vine. Anyway, with this now, add a little alcohol down there, and then just push up and out. I'm going to do this a few more times. I like going off the paper. I want to try this a little bit. And then I'm going to do that again. This time a little more gently. So I'm going to try to create petals closer to us. You can hear my parrots in the background. It's the noise that they make at this time of night. Okay, so by doing this, we're kind of creating what looks like multi-petals without adding more ink or a different color ink. We're just kind of lightening it up a little bit in the foreground. You can keep doing this for a bit. Okay, so let's see, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna do I'll do a red down here. You can see this is going to be a super colorful bouquet. Let's swirl this around a little. I like the way the reds and greens mix, so I'm not worried about that. When you go in circles like this, you're creating petals. This kind of looks a little more like a rose. And then what we can do too is drop in a little bit of, I'm gonna do a pearl or, okay, these are pearls. I don't know how that's gonna turn out. Let's see what happens. Do that in the center and then blow that out a little. Okay. Now let us let's do an indigo. I'll just take a spatula here, move this around a little bit. And then, what one want to do. Let's see what happens here. Okay, I like that. Stop this just a little bit here. Just soaking up a little bit of that color. But that turned out really pretty. I want to do like a little green up in here. And hit this with a little alcohol. Be here. That is, let's see, Meadow. And you can see, look at the split of colors that you get here. That is really, really pretty. Let's do some Boysenberry. I'm going to do the edges first and then the center part so it looks like it's a little more 3D. And the edges will be in the background. Where did my alcohol go? Here we go. What I'm going to do is just scoot this around the side here a little. I don't want to go too much into that blue. I'm just kind of tossing it off the edge of the paper here. And get some of that to dry. And what I think I'm going to do is add a little bit of that Fiesta right there with some alcohol and then create some other petals. The center, just alcohol. That's a good combination. That was Fiesta with Boysenberry. Okay, so let's take a look at it now. I think I'm going to dab a little more of this color out. All right, so yeah, I think what I want to do is, let me do a, what is this? Let me look at this patina. Oh, that is really something. I'll do a little drop of this down here. Thankfully, this is not pouring out like some of the other inks do. I'm gonna leave that to dry. And then what we'll do is we'll add a little let's make a stem to that and then connect all those together. Okay, I like that. That is Aqua. It's a really pretty color. I don't think I've ever used that before. So now I'm gonna go onto this side. And with this, that's Stream, which is such a pretty color. I'm just gonna move it around with the spatula and let it do its thing. This is one of my favorite colors. If you don't have it, I recommend getting some. It just behaves a little differently than the other alcohol inks for some reason. I'm gonna put a little green here. The color. I actually like the way that looks. As you can tell, this is just a super, super, super loose floral. Look how pretty that is. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a nice red. Okay. Do a Poppyfield here. Take my spatula again. It kind of blossomed out really pretty. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave that. I really sort of like that. Now, I'm gonna do something over here and then just start adding on to it. So let's see, what haven't I used? I wonder if I should try something very counterintuitive and use some gray. I'm gonna do that. This is Slate. Well, wow. I don't know about you, but I like it. It's so unexpected. Look at all of those colors. I'm gonna use some more of this up here. Let's see, is this dry? Okay. I'm gonna do a little touch here. I'm getting lucky in that these colors are mixing really well because sometimes they don't. But I do like the way this is starting to look. Oh, there's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, now maybe I'll do clover over here. Actually, I think what I'm going to do here is just another, I don't know. As you can tell, I'm just winging this. I'm going to do a boysenberry. I'm not a huge fan of purple, but this is a great color. Okay, this is dry. We can start focusing on the middle. I'm going to add just a slight amount of green here. Okay, and then maybe no, I'm gonna go ahead and add more color. Let's see, what is this? Okay, let's do a little denim here. I go around in a circle and do sort of a rose type flower, but I want it pointing sort of in this direction. So it's not just straight onto you, a little oriented towards the side. Just do that circular motion, and it's going to look like the petals are kind of folding in. Okay, I like that. Now I can put a little bit of green here. Moving around. Okay, and let's see, what do I want to do? I'm going to do some stream here. Let's move that around too. This, I'm going to add just on the inside edge, just a couple drops of alcohol, just to create some kind of flowery type thing. And then I am going to do Gumball, the center. And this, I think I'm going to do sort of a hydrangea thing down here. I'm adding Fiesta to the Gumball. So I don't know. I think I'm going to give up on the idea of a hydrangea because this is really pretty how it's mixing. So I think we're turning this into some kind of a rose. And just keep moving around the ink with the air. And then a little more green. And drop it in this way. And now I am going to add some this. I'm going to just add some stems very loosely. Like that. Maybe have it come out. All connected. I'm going to straighten this out. Not quite straight. And we got a spot there. I'm okay with that. We can go over it. You know, if we want to add any kind of stem to that, I'm not sure that I do. Now, I don't know if I want to add anything else to this. I may drop a little bit of India ink on it. All in all, I think I'm quite pleased with this. What I could do is add some centers. And here. Like that. Even drop some color in here, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. I want to mess it up. Like I said, the only other thing that I may do with this, I'm going to take a look at it for a little while longer. I just might spray a little bit of India ink on it, just for dots. But other than that, I like the way it turned out. I liked just the riot of color, and I hope you try it too. This is very, very easy to do, fun little project, and I hope you give it a try. Thank you.